Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we'll be talking about email management and why it is an essential skill every virtual assistant should have. Email management is one of the most valuable services a virtual assistant can offer. For many business owners, email is the heart of communication. Clients, lead, invoices, team updates, support requests, and new opportunities all come through one inbox. Without proper management, important email get lost, responses are delayed, and productivity suffers. That is where virtual assistant comes in. A virtual assistant keeps inbox organized, responsive, and aligned with the client's priorities. Email management simply means handling, organizing, and responding to emails on behalf of a client in a structured and professional way. It's not just about replying to messages, it's about creating a system that saves time and reduces decision fatigue. The core goal is simple. Make sure the client only sees what truly needs their attention. As a virtual assistant, your aim is to maintain zero inbox system where everything is sorted, tracked, and handled efficiently. In this video, I'll be sharing my screen to walk you through everything you need to know about email management as a virtual assistant. So, come on, let's do this. So like I said initially, I'm going to be sharing my screen for you to show you everything you need to know about email management as a newbie virtual assistant or as a virtual assistant generally. So we're going to go to Google Chrome. I'm going to pick an account, and as a newbie, you can access your Gmail through different ways. You can either type out the URL, or you come here and click on Gmail. It's going to take you to your email, or you come here and click on this Google Apps. So Google Apps is a collection of all the products that Google own. Now when you click on it, you click on Gmail, and it's going to take you to your email. Now, I showed you 3 ways on how to get to your email. Now, we're going to move forward from that. To successfully manage an email, you have to have access to the email. So I'm going to show you how to add your client's email to your computer. You're going to click on this profile icon here and click on the Add Account feature, right? Now, you're going to put in the email address, the password, and you're going to have access to their email account. When you do, their account will appear here, so you can have access to their email. But for educational purposes, we're going to be using this email, and I'm going to be teaching you everything you need to know from this end. Now, this is your navigation bar, or like I like calling it, the command center. It shows you where you are or what you're doing at the moment. Like now, I'm on the inbox side, and these are all the inbox messages I have. Look at the snooze side. I don't have any message. Start, I don't have anything. So it shows you where you are and what you're doing at the moment, right? Okay, so let us get right into it. Now, I'm going to be using these emails here for this teaching. So some of the toolbar functions are here too. Like this is archive, this is delete, this is the mark as unread, and this is the snooze. I'm going to be telling you what all this means and how you can use them. So let's go ahead and open the email. Now I'm going to make this advanced because that's how I always use mine. I always have mine on the advanced section. So what is archive? Archiving an email is the process of moving the message out of your primary inbox to a special storage without permanently deleting it. Yes. You know, as a virtual assistant, number 1 rule is maintaining zero inbox, meaning every time your client comes here, there shouldn't be any messages here. Maintaining zero inbox. Now let's go back. So archive the message is basically to hide it, but not to delete it. So I'm going to archive this. Now, you see, we have just 4 messages. We had 4 messages here, now we have 3. Let's try again. I'm going to archive this. Did you see we have just 2 messages? So where can you access these messages when you want to see them again? Come down here and click on more. Come down and click on all emails. Then you're going to see everything here, right? These are those messages. So I'm going to go back to my inbox. Now let's open this again. Let's open this again. Let me go back to all that images. Sorry, give me a minute. So let's use this. I've taught you what an archive is. Now this is report span. The report span function. The report span function is basically a feature it's used to remove unwanted email from your inbox, right? And it also gives your email provider, which is Gmail, a hint that every message coming in from this particular sender should be directly moved to spam. Do you understand that? Now that is what that function does. Then the delete is to delete the message from your inbox and take it to your trash. But after 30 days, right, this is trash. Every message here is going to go off after 30 days. It's written here categorically. As you can see that. But if you want to empty it immediately, you can click here and empty it immediately. Now, let's go back here. So we now have this. So we've talked about this. This is marked as unread. So as I've opened this message, I can easily click on here and it's going to come and show as if I have not read it at all in my inbox. Now, let's talk about add tags. For me to explain this properly, we'll have to do a dummy project. So let us try that. Let us try that. So let me open another Google account. So that will send an email to this account. Let me open another Google account. So let's open this. No, let me open something else. Let's open this. Like I said, the same process. The same process. Click on the Google products. Click on your Gmail. And I'm going to click on compose. So let me send a message to that email. So let's type subject wind down. Let's say wind down. Weekly wind down. Weekly wind down. So let's do that. I'm like, hi Gloria, don't forget to schedule a virtual meeting for the weekly wind down, as we won't be able to attend physically as usual because of the Ramadan and Lent going on. Ramadan and Lent fasting going on. Okay, good stuff. Make sure to add all the team members to the meeting. Just ignore the ignore the errors. No, we're going to get to fix that. So members we would be discussing the Morrison project immediately after the wind down. So make sure to book that meeting. So thank you. Best regard. I don't have a signature in this email, but I'm going to teach you how to add one. So with this, people complain a lot about AI, and like I always say, you can always use AI to your advantage. You can use AI to get better. So I'm going to use AI to elaborate this. I'm going to create. You can copy it and go to ChatGPT and give it a prompt. Or make this better. Or make this error free. Or make this make this professional. Make this sound friendly, depending on the tone you want to use. So you can do that. So I'm going to replace this. So you see it has corrected everything, right? So I'm going to click on send. Now we're going to go back to the previous email that we are working with, and we're going to check on that inbox. So we're going to refresh. Oh, it's already here. So with this, I'm going to open this email, and this is a tax, and this is an event. So what do you mean by tax? As a virtual assistant, you have to be productive, right? And productivity means keeping yourself on track, knowing everything you have to do, writing it down. You can use project management tools like ClickUp, Trello, and all that. I'm going to do a separate video for all that. But what people don't know that you can also keep track via Google. Yes, you had me right. I use Google Tags to remind myself of everything I need to do. Immediately I'm checking it on the email, I'm adding it to tags so that I will not get forget. So I'm going to add this to tags. Now it's going to pop up here. Now this is for me myself to keep myself on track and accountable, right? As I am checking my client's email, immediately I am noting down the things to do concurrently in the same email, because Google products makes life easier, especially as a VA, if you know how to really navigate it. So this is a tax. Add a tax. I am adding the weekly wind down. So this is the detail, right? The detail of the meeting. 1, you can put to discuss the work culture. 2, right? Sorry. 2, what is wrong with this thing? 2, to discuss how the management can make this period of fasting better for employees. 3, games. 4, let's say tell us about your day. Tell us about your day. So this is how it is, right? When is this meeting scheduled for? Tomorrow, right? Is there a recurring meeting? Does it repeat every week? Yes. You're going to put it's on repeat. Set time. Repeat words and set the time. Week, right? You can put done. So this is how I keep myself busy. Like, this is how I keep myself on track with my tasks. I try it to make sure I remember that it is important. So this is add task function on your email. You can use it to keep yourself accountable, to write down what you have to do instead of writing it manually or copying and pasting it on maybe on your ClickUp or on your Trello. So with that being said, now this is also an event, right? We're going to talk about this too later. So let's go to create an event. I'm going to click on this. Now this is going to go to Google Calendar. Now I'm going to make an in-depth video on how to use Google Calendar. But for now, let me just show you that you can add a task. You can create an event directly from your email to your Google Calendar. The beautiful thing about Google Workspace or Google products is that they are streamlined. Then you can move from one to the other without any issues. Now, look at it. It has created the subject weekly wind down, right? Time. 26th. Are you saying the time? The date and the time. Now, if you are in a different time zone or if your client is in a different time zone, this is where you are going to go and correct the time zone. If you're in Nigeria and your client is in Canada or Singapore or in the US, please make sure you always check this. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to make an in-depth video on calendar management. Till then, let's use the current time zone, right? We're using Google Meet, so there's no physical location. The meeting is going to last for 1 hour. This is where you put the timing for the meeting. It's going to last for 1 hour, and this is color. The organizer. This is where you can add guests. These are the guests for the meeting. This is any notes you want them to take, right? Here you can put in the meeting agenda, what's to be discussed and all that. Then you can go ahead and save. Now, would you like to send in emails to the Google Calendar? Yes, always do this. Send an email. Now, if you go back to this email, you will not see it here. But if you go back to the previous email where we used to send out tasks, it is going to be there. So we're going to check that. Let's go back to the other email. You can see that I got a notification for that meeting. Are you seeing it? It is here. So this is how it's done. Do you see? Everything about it is here. So that is that for how to add an event from your email to your calendar. I'm going to make an in-depth video of how to on calendar management. Sorry. So that is going to that's going to be another video. But let's proceed. So since we have worked with that, I've explained this. Now move to function moves an email from your inbox directly to where you want it to go. Now for this, I am going to create labels. Yes, I'm going to create labels. And what is a label? A label is just a flexible folder, or let's just call it, like I used to call it, is my digital sticky notes. That is how I call it to myself. Use it to categorize things. Use it to categorize things in the email. I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to create this as response needed. Now this is going to be for what your client needs to reply by themselves, right? Yes. So I'm going to be using color red to show that it's urgent. So every email that I want my client to attend to directly, I'm going to put it here. Now let's do this. I'm going to say move to response needed. Once you move an email to a label, it is going to totally leave the inbox. But once you attach a label to an email, it is going to still be in the inbox. I hope you're not getting confused. Now let me attach a label to this. Let me use response needed. This is I did not leave the inbox. It is still there. But when I moved it to the response needed. He left the inbox and went to the response needed. Now I'm going to create another one. Let's call this receipts, right? Let's color code so that when you see the color, you know what you're doing. Let's move this email. Let's change the label for this email from response needed to receipts. It's going to change. Are you saying that? Now let's move it to receipts. It's going to leave the inbox. Now don't forget, one of your priority as a VA is to make sure you maintain 0 inbox. So that when your client comes into their email, they don't see anything here. You just come here and know what to respond to. Right? Now, let us do that again. So let me move this back to inbox so that we'll work with this. So I have explained what these two bars mean. I've explained what the label is. I've explained all of this. Now let's go to filter and unsubscribe and all that and all that. Now if I want to create a filter, let me use this. If I no longer want to receive an email from this person, I am going to copy this their email address. Don't send me an email, Don't send me an email. Those are dummy accounts. Okay, so I'm going to copy this email. So when you unsubscribe, you're telling Gmail that you don't want this particular person to send you an email anymore. But if you unsubscribe without creating a filter for that particular email, you just wasted. Not really. Sorry. When you want to categorize, also unsubscribe means you don't want to get a message from them anymore. But a filter is like a programming. You program your Gmail to what to do with every message that comes into your account. Now let us program this. From, I'm going to paste my email address, this, all email, right? I'm going to create filter. No, I'm going to choose it here. So that if your client has so many emails, you want to tidy up his email. So this is how to gather all the emails in one place without doing it manually. Yeah, so I think that's what I was about to explain. So because you don't know how long they've been getting emails from that person, I'm going to choose one here and I'm going to create a filter. Yes, you should skip the inbox, apply label. I'm going to apply, and let me just create a new label. Let's just call it social. Let's just say LinkedIn. Maybe they receive a lot of messages from LinkedIn. We'll create, right? So you choose the rule you want. Always not as important. No. Apply this. So when you choose this, it's going to bring out the number of conversation your client has with that particular email. Now for this, I only have one conversation with. I'm going to create filter. So moving forward, every message that comes from this particular person will be moved to LinkedIn. Let's see if I can get to try that to see if the filter we set worked. Let's try that again. So this is the account. Don't forget, you click on the Google apps, you click on Gmail, and let's compose. So let's send the message back to the other email account. Let's say, subject line, hello. Let's just say confirmation of course structure. So we're going to say, hello Gloria, I am writing this email to confirm if the new course structure been implemented into the coursework. Kindly notify me when you are less busy or what time works best for you so we can discuss this further. Best regard, Ijeoma, executive assistant, design desk academy. So like I did with the previous one, I'm going to copy and I'm going to help me write, and I'm going to AI should just correct what needs to be corrected, help me write. Why is not coming up? Formalize it. I'm going to formalizing, and I'm going to create. So it's going to do its thing. Mind it is an AI function, so instead of copying from ChatGPT and all that, I just do mine straight. It's taking a while. I don't know why. I think I can skip this process. I think I did this previously for you guys. What's the issue? Is the internet's not good? Ugh. The internet has been so terrible today. Formalize, great. So I'm going to replace. So it's okay. I formalize it. So I'm going to send it. So let's see if the filter we created worked. Let us see. So we're going to go back to the previous email and we're going to refresh. Yep, you see, it came directly to the filter we created. It skipped the inbox. Remember, one of the rules we created is that it should skip the inbox and come directly to this place. So you create a filter to make your work easy for yourself. It just programs every email coming in as long as you set the filter where it's supposed to go to. That way, when you come in the morning, I just go straight and check what you're supposed to check and move on with your tasks. So, I think I've explained everything here. I create an event, filter messages. Okay, I taught you how to manually create a filter by pasting the email address. So you can also create a filter this way by just saying create a filter like this. It's going to write the email address by itself, but the rules are still the same. You create a filter, you create the rules as well. So with that, I think I've explained all the stuff on the toolbar. Now let me teach you people how to create a signature. Let's go to all settings. So there's so much you can do here. There's so much you can do here. Your aim is to make your job easier and make your client life simpler, right? Play around with your tools. I'm not of this belief system that, things are supposed to be done in this particular way. Play around with your tools. Do you understand? Now, this is one signature, right? Let me create another one. Let us just say Alexandra, who creates, right? Now for Alexandra, you can bring in a picture. Let me see if I have a picture. I'm going to upload, I'm going to browse. I'm going to just pick any image from my download button. Let me pick this. I'm going to open this. So the image is going to come up here. Allow. So you can see that the image is big. I'm going to click on the image itself and make it small. Now it fits, right? Now I'm going to add text. Text size, I want it to be normal. I'm going to now add the text itself. And I'm going to write warm regards, Alexandra, administrative assistant, design Dex Academy. And why I'm the name of my company Design Dex is because I'm a design assistant. Yeah, so I work with tools like Figma and the rest. I design websites, mobile apps. So that's why it is design for the design aspect and Dex for the administrative aspect. So here you can choose the font. You can change the font if you want to. I'm going to use George. So you see, change the font. You can come and change the color of the text. You can just play around with it, right? You can add link if you want to add links to your let's say your Calendly. You can come here and embed the link here. So this is more formatting option. As you can see, you can move it this way. Do you understand that? Control Z. So after all that, you come here and you create on save changes. Now, if I want to compose an email, it's still bringing my old signature. I'm going to change it to Alexander. See, the Alexander is here. Now, if I want to send an email, I can either send the email directly. Or schedule the email. So let's just say I'm not going to waste time here. I'm just going to say hi. I'm just going to come here, schedule, send schedule. This should send on Monday morning. That email is going to come here in schedule messages and it's going to go out exactly on Monday morning. So don't just feel that, you have to constantly be available. You can schedule some of your messages, right? Draft is basically for you to just type something, you can leave it there, maybe something you're working on. You can always go back and complete it. I don't think there's much to it. Okay, so you can manage subscriptions here, right? If you want to unsubscribe for a product, just come down here, manage subscription. Come here, unsubscribe. But don't forget to clean out the previous messages from this place before you unsubscribe. Copy the email address, create a filter, and do your thing. Do you get? You can manage your labels here too. There's so many things you can do as a VA on your email. You can also send. You can even create a template. You can create templates for every messages. Or maybe you keep getting inquiries. Maybe you guys have messages that come in. Or let's assume that they're asking, how much is your course? How much do you charge? How much do you charge for teaching people how to become a VA or how to become a UI UX designer? And if I get that question a lot, I can create a template so that whenever that message comes, it is going to just reply itself. Do you understand? So you can do so much. Do not let anybody, do not feel that, oh, it's a one-way street. Play around with your tools, like I always say. And I didn't want to make a second video on this. That is why I am not breaking these videos into time. I want to make sure I cover as much as possible, right? Smart reply is on. You can come here. You can see. You can show message. You can type a message here, and it's going to respond. So that is what you can do so much. And that will be all for today. I hope you really enjoyed this class, and I hope this tutorial is enough for you to land your first role. I wish you were the best. So, email management is more than just clearing messages. It's about creating structure, improving communication, and helping your clients focus on what truly matters. When you manage inbox effectively, you save time, reduce overwhelm, and become a reliable part of the business workflow. This is one skill that can instantly make you stand out as a virtual assistant. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who is starting out their journey as a virtual assistant. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.